Hello, everyone. Today, we are going to learn International Financial Management, Chapter 4. Chapter 4, Exchange Rate Determination. The learning objectives include 1. Explain how exchange rate movement are measured. 2. Explain how the equilibrium exchange rate is determined. 3. Examine factors that determine the equilibrium exchange rate. 4. Explain the movement in cross exchange rates. 5. Explain how financial institutions attempt to capitalize on anticipate exchange rate movement. Measuring exchange rate movement could be depreciation or appreciation. Comparing foreign currency spot rates over 2 points in time, so we can get the percentage change in foreign currency value. Use S minus ST minus 1 divided by ST minus 1. A positive percent change indicates that the currency has appreciated. A negative percent change indicates that it is depreciated. The exchange rate represents the price of a currency, or the rate at which one currency can be exchanged for another. The exchange rate is determined by the demand for the currency and the supply of a currency for sale. The equilibrium equates the quantity of pounds demanded with the supply of demand for sale. The equilibrium exchange rate will change over time as the supply and demand schedules change. The percentage change in spot rate will be affected by changes in inflation, the differential between US inflation and foreign countries' inflation, the differentials between the US interest rate and a foreign country's interest rate, the change in income level, the change in government controls, and the change in expectations of future exchange rate. Carry trade is where investors attempt to capitalize on the differential in interest rate between two countries. Now we come to the summary of this chapter. Exchange rate movements are commonly measured by the percentage change in their values over the specified period, such as a month or a year. MNCs closely monitor exchange rate movement over the period in which they have cash flows denominated in foreign currencies of concern. The equilibrium exchange rate between two currencies at any time is based on the demand and supply conditions. Changes in the demand for a currency or the supply of a currency for sale will affect the equilibrium exchange rate. The key economic factors that can influence exchange rate movement through their effects on demand and supply conditions are relative inflation rate, interest rate, income levels, and government controls. There are distinct international trade and financial flows between every pair of countries. Those flows dictate the unique supply and demand conditions for the currencies of the two countries, which affect the equilibrium cross exchange rate between their currencies. Movement in the exchange rate between two non-dollar currencies can be inferred from the movement in each currency against the dollar. Financial institutions can attempt to benefit from the expected appreciation of a currency by purchasing that currency. Analogously, they can benefit from expected depreciation of a currency by borrowing that currency and exchanging it for their home currency.